Gauteng province, South Africa's economic hub, has been plagued by a lack of service delivery, from sewage leaks to lack of water infrastructure maintenance. Now the provincial government is launching the local government turnaround Barometer dashboard. According to government, this tool is meant to monitor municipal performance and track service delivery. I'm now joined by Theo Nkonki, Gauteng Cogta spokesperson. Theo, a very good afternoon to you. Thanks very much for your time. To a skeptic who says, we know the problems of service delivery, water delivery, and everything that goes with that, what is the barometer? How is the barometer going to help us?
In fact, good afternoon, Budvuyo and the viewers. And Happy New Year to all of you. In fact, you are spot on. For a critic, everyone knows the problems. The problems have been well ventilated in the media. Everyone has been talking about it. But let me take you back to October when we held the turnaround summit in the West Rand. The view of the provincial government at that point was that because we know the problems and because the problems are not new and they're not unique to one municipality over the other, we need to then find a way of bringing all the municipalities together and bring the province to work with the municipalities as well as national, because we believe the problems there are not problems that can be solved by just one sphere of government. So we do admit that the problems are huge, and that's why we need a much more coordinated and a much more strategic intervention. So this technology platform that we will be launching this month, the turnaround barometer, it helps us in that all those key performance areas that we identified during the summit and agreed that we are going to work together to resolve problems in areas, for instance, basic service delivery, in areas like local economic development, governance, as well as financial compliance. What do we do? What roadmap then do we give ourselves moving forward to make sure that we have timelines to solve those problems? So the technology is powering our decision making, and it's also giving our decision making a bit of tracking. So our decisions now are no longer decisions that are made only through gut feel and hunches, but we are using compelling data from the municipalities themselves to then make decisions, and then we will track ourselves as we move forward.
Now, you bring these municipalities and the province together, and you're going to use this tool. The question is, how? What have you put in place to make sure that whatever information you're going to extrapolate from this tool is then going to put to good, practical use?
So what we've done with the tool is that, when we look at all the problems and we say, look, we've identified the problems and we've agreed on what do we do about the problems, we need something that will, one, house the information from all the municipalities to help us, one, track where we are and track the changes that we are making, so that we don't then wait until the auditors get involved later in the financial year and then we start getting information which is mostly manual from municipalities. Our intervention as Cogta, for instance, is to support municipalities. But how we've been doing things previously is that we would then wait for that audit period. And then that's when we would then get to understand and learn that these problems exist and they're in this fashion. And then our support was then very haphazard in how we're dealing with those problems. But we are saying now, using technology and using their own information that they promptly update on the system, we are able to, one, track, but we are able also to intervene where we see their problems. In fact, if I can take you just to the calendar year that just ended, the 2024 calendar year, you would have seen MEC Jacob Mamabolo and the Premier intervening in areas where there was lack of water, there was no sewage, there was sewage spilling all over the place in Gauteng. You saw them interacting with municipalities together with national and intervening in those municipalities. In fact, municipalities will tell you how important that is, the prompt intervention by all spheres of government working together and making sure that all those challenges that we are facing are dealt with timelessly, but we use data to then make those decisions. We don't rely on folklore and hunch sort of information.
Thank you very much, Theo Nkonki, of course, who is the spokesperson for the Department of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs here in Gauteng. We'll see how that dashboard performs and whether indeed it is going to do what people like Theo hope it is going to do. By his own admission, the problems are indeed known. The big question is whether people are prepared to do something about the problems they know only too well.